This is SJ Talks to Life coming back at you with another video. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's that little button that's down there. If you're on your phone, you're looking at me on your phone, it's that button down there. Go ahead and hit that, please, and thank you. This may be my last video outside. Michigan's it's got a little heat wave. We got a little Indian summer going on up here. Having some beautiful days. This may be my last video that I do outside, so enjoy it. It's October 2nd, I believe. Let's see. Monday, October 2nd, 2023. Might be my last outside video. I want to talk about hate, people being mean and hateful and want to see people doing bad. People being mean, people that are mean and hateful, particularly on social media. I was on somebody's video. I can't remember. She showed up in my recommendations, and I can't remember who she was. And I was watching some of her videos yesterday, and she was talking about Black women's legacy on YouTube. And to make a long story short, the legacy that Black women are leaving behind on social media, and talking about some of the ratchetness and stuff like that. And I put in the comment section, I said, well, I know my legacy is going to be good as a content creator. I know my legacy is going to be good on here. So my great grandkids will be proud of me. And then somebody came in and said that because it mentioned the fact that I was a single mother, my legacy is not going to be good because I'm gonna go down as a single mother. And um, I said, you hater? I said, I meant in terms of my content. That's what I meant. They mentioned the fact that I was a single mother and all that, and that's going to be my legacy, and try to make it just negative. I came back. I said, stop. I said, stop hating. I said, I meant in terms of my content that I put out. In terms of my content, because I have a lot of positive content. That's what I meant. And this person completely spin the whole narrative and said something about me being a single mother. So what if that's my legacy? So what? If anything, my great grandkids, if my great grandkids sees my content, and I'm hoping that everything that my channel, that everything that I've ever done on my YouTube channel is hopefully will be there for them to see it. If anything, it's going to teach them, if they're in that position, and they can get in that position for any reason. If anything, they're going to draw strength from me. They're going to draw some sprint. They're going to draw some good advice, some good strength from me, and it's going to be all good. So what if I'm a single mother? So what? Ain't nothing I can do about that. My grandmother was a single mother too. She was married to my grandfather, but she was still a single mother. My mother was a single mother. My mother was married to my father, but she still was a single mother. So what if that's my life? Okay, I didn't get married. Okay. I could think of worse things in life that I could have done that could maybe tarnish my legacy 10 or 20 times worse. Okay? If anything, my great grandkids are gonna look at me, and they're gonna draw some strength from me. They're gonna learn some valuable lessons. They're gonna learn. Hopefully, they'll learn something from my content. They'll learn something from my life, and they'll take whatever they can use, and whatever they can't use, they're gonna throw it out. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I wish I could have knew what my great grandmother was like. So that would be super cool if my great grandkids could look at this and be like, wow, this was my great grandmother. This is what she was like, you know? And so it's going to be a lot of good things that my great grandkids will be able to draw from my content. And that's what I meant in terms of my content, because I have a lot of positive content. But this hater comes on there and talks about me being a single mother and all this kind of crap. I said, stop hating, not being a hater. And that's what I'm talking about. People are so negative. Why people want to be so hateful? Why people want to be so hateful? Why it's like do people feel better putting down other people? Does that make people are you so miserable? If you one of those people that's a hater and always want to talk negative, always want to you one of those keyboard bullies that like to get on social media and say negative things to people and say hateful things to people consistently and all the time, always hating on somebody. Somebody can't get a new car without you hating. Somebody can't get a new house. Somebody can't get new clothes. Somebody can't, because you hating. You hate, why you hating on somebody? You don't know, you see somebody doing good, you hating on them. You don't know what that person had to go through to get to that place. You don't know what that person had to endure before they got to that place where they're successful. And then people hate on these celebrities. They hate on these rich folks. People talk trash. Oprah. Oprah is nothing but a giver. Oprah has been a blessing to so many people. She's a giver. People don't know what she had to endure before she got to where she's at. But people always consistently are hating on her all the time. Oprah worked very hard to get to where she's at. And Oprah had to endure a lot before she got to where she's at. And on top of that, Oprah is a giver. She's a giver and she's been a blessing to lots of people. But people constantly want to hate on her. White folks talking about she a racist and all that kind of. She got mostly white folks on the staff. How's she a racist? She got a whole lot of white folks on her staff that works for her. And she blesses her staff with vacations. When she had the Oprah Winfrey show, she blessed her staff with vacations. I would have loved to work for Oprah Winfrey because they said she treated her staff nice. And she had a lot of white folks working for her. How's she a racist? But that's what I'm talking about. People hating. People get to a certain level in life. Like, let's say, hypothetically speaking, my YouTube channel blows up. I try to stay positive. I have doubts, but I try to stay positive. I try to stay positive. I try to put positive energy out in the universe. But hypothetically speaking, it can happen. Anything's possible. My YouTube channel blows up, and I start clocking in some dollars, and get really successful on here. Of course, I'm gonna take that money and start up some other things. I'm gonna be smart about my money. Anyway, and then people come on here hating. All of a sudden, folks start hating on me. Now and Sweet June, and she thinks she all that, cause she thinks she this, she thinks she that. Don't know what I had to endure to get to that level. I've struggled for many, many, many years. And some of the things I haven't even come on here and talked about. Some of the stuff I've been through, I haven't even it came on here and talked about. I've been struggling for many, many, many years. But let's say next year I blow up on YouTube and I become really successful. Uh, and, and then people start hating on me. But I've been struggling for like 55 years. Well, uh, 40 years or 30 or at least 30 years I've been struggling. I've been struggling for 30 years now. Finally, it's my season to be, because in life we have seasons. I finally get into a season to where I'm being abundantly blessed and um, get to a place to where I'm successful. Now all of a sudden people want to start hating on me because I see a lot of that here on YouTube. I see a lot of people on YouTube, successful YouTubers that have gotten to a certain level, and now people don't want to do nothing but hate on them, but don't know what that person had to endure to get to where they're at. Don't know the struggles and the things that that person went through to get to the level where they're at. Instead of being happy, see, I'm not a hater. I'm a congratulator. I've never been a hater. I'm a congratulator. Especially black people. I love to see my people doing good. I like to see everybody doing good, but I especially love to see my people doing good. I'm a congratulator. I'm not a hater. I congratulate. I'm glad to see people because this is the thing, guys. If you're consistently hating on somebody, always coming on YouTube, got something smart to say to somebody, always got something hateful, making hateful comments to people. You want to see somebody doing bad, you happy to see somebody doing bad. Why are you happy to see somebody doing bad? If somebody doing bad, you glad that they doing bad. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's is that loving? Is that how Jesus would be? Would Jesus be happy to see someone doing bad? But here's the thing: if you constantly, consistently, we gotta be careful what we're putting out in the universe. If you're constantly consistently putting negativity out in the universe, and you're constantly putting people down, hating on people, and it doesn't matter if it's off of social media or on social media, because guess what? God sees everything you're putting on social media. He knows our heart. He knows our mind. He knows what we're thinking. He sees everything you're putting on social media. So it doesn't matter if it's on social media or off social media. You constantly keep putting all that hateful stuff out in the universe. Keep hating on people. It doesn't matter who it is. Keep hating on people, spewing negativity towards people, bad mouthing people, putting people down. Like some of these reactors get on here and they talk, that's all they do every single day is talk about folks. See, I ain't got time for that. I'm going to come on here and try to educate my people and try to put some information out here that you can actually use. Okay? I ain't got time to be coming on here hating on folks every day. But you got some people that here on YouTube, they love to make money off of consistently coming on here hating on people day in and day out. You keep putting that negativity out in the universe, you are going to block your blessings. That's if you want to know how you block your blessings, that's how you block your blessings. You are going to block your blessings. Constantly putting that negativity, constantly hating on somebody. Don't want to see nobody doing good. If somebody got a new job, and it could be anybody. It could be if some people be hating on their friends or family members. It doesn't matter who it is. If somebody gets a good job or a car, a house, or you got something negative to say, instead of being happy for that person, instead of being happy for that person, oh, ain't that a blessing? Instead of being happy for that person, you got something negative to say. You got hate on them. That's ugly. That's ugly. I don't care what nobody say. That's ugly. If something bad happens to somebody, why you want to see somebody doing bad? It doesn't matter what you think they did, if you think they said or did something or whatever the situation is. Why you want to see somebody doing bad? That's ugly. That's ugliness. And if you're a believer of Jesus Christ, everybody's not. What would Jesus do? Used to be these little wrist things that people would wear. These little wristbands that people would have around their wrists. What would Jesus do? What would Jesus do? Would Jesus sit up there and constantly hate on somebody? Would he sit up there and thinking or say something bad happens to somebody? Oh, well, that's karma. That's their karma. I hear that a lot. But the Bible does say we reap we sow. We do. But that's God's business. That ain't our business. That's not our business. That's God's business. See, You glad to see somebody doing bad. You see somebody, if you think somebody was a certain way and then something happens to them, you happy to see that. Why are you happy to see that? And that goes for me. I'm not exempt. That goes for me and everybody on the planet. We can't be happy to see people doing bad. We can't be happy to see people going through stuff. That's how you block your blessings. You block your blessings. When I got my son showed up, I go to the doctor. I'm gonna leave that to stop spewing negativity and stop hating on people. You are going to block your blessings. Somebody need to hear this. Stop it. Spread positivity. Show love towards, because nobody, you don't know what nobody going through. Everybody going through something. Stop being hateful. You're going to block your blessings. I'm going to leave you with that. Hit like, subscribe, and share. Be blessed.